Ladies and gentlemen, happiness is the one thing every human being longs for, yet so many struggle to find. And why? Because we've been conditioned to believe that our happiness is tied to someone else. But let me tell you today, true happiness is not found in the company of others. It is born within you. First, understand this foundational truth. Happiness is an inside job. If you constantly rely on external circumstances or people to make you feel complete, you hand over the key to your joy. That's not freedom, that's dependency. And dependency can never lead to fulfillment. Learn to love yourself. It sounds simple, but it is the cornerstone of everything. When you love yourself, you stop begging others for scraps of validation. You stop looking for someone to fill a void that only you have the power to fill. Self-love is not selfish, it is the prerequisite for a meaningful life. True happiness originates from within. It's an intrinsic quality, not something dictated by external circumstances, relationships, or possessions. Too often, people search for joy in things outside themselves, believing that a certain job, relationship, or lifestyle will fill the void they feel inside. But the reality is, if your happiness depends on something outside of you, it is fragile and fleeting, vulnerable to being taken away or changing with the tides of life. Happiness that comes from within is resilient. It's not subject to the ups and downs of daily life because it's rooted in a deeper understanding of who you are and what truly matters. This kind of happiness is self-sustaining. It doesn't require approval from others, nor does it hinge on material success or the fulfillment of societal expectations. It stems from a sense of purpose, self-worth, and inner peace. To cultivate this internal happiness, you must start by looking inward. This requires you to disconnect from distractions and evaluate your core values, passions, and desires. Ask yourself, what genuinely brings me joy? What makes me feel alive? The answers to these questions often have little to do with external factors and everything to do with your inner world. Maybe it's the feeling of creating something meaningful, the satisfaction of helping others, or the peace that comes with mindfulness. Whatever it is, these internal sources of joy are what sustain you through life's inevitable challenges. Another important step in finding happiness within is embracing self-awareness. This involves understanding your strengths, accepting your flaws, and making peace with your past. Many people struggle to be happy because they are trapped by regrets, insecurities, or unresolved emotional pain. By addressing these issues head-on and learning to accept yourself as you are, you pave the way for genuine contentment. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in internal happiness. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, your perspective shifts. Gratitude reminds you of the abundance already present in your life, whether it's your health, relationships, or simple moments of beauty that often go unnoticed. This practice trains your mind to recognize joy in the present moment rather than constantly chasing it in an uncertain future. Building inner happiness requires intentionality. It's about creating habits that nurture your well-being, like meditation, journaling, exercising, or spending time in nature. These practices help you connect with yourself and foster a sense of contentment that no one can take away. They also provide you with the tools to handle stress, disappointment, and change with grace. Relying on external factors for happiness is like building a house on sand. It's unstable and unreliable. But when you develop a foundation of internal joy, you become unshakable. Life may throw challenges your way, but your happiness remains intact because it's not tied to circumstances, it's tied to who you are. By choosing to focus inward, you reclaim the power to define your happiness on your terms. This is the essence of true freedom and fulfillment, being able to stand in the world at peace with yourself, regardless of what's happening around you. It's not just about feeling good, it's about becoming whole. Loving yourself is the cornerstone of a fulfilled life. It is the foundation upon which all other relationships are built and the key to experiencing true happiness. Yet, self-love is often misunderstood as selfishness or vanity, when in reality, it is about valuing yourself as inherently worthy just as you are. It means recognizing your intrinsic value and treating yourself with the kindness, compassion, and respect that you readily extend to others. Self-love begins with acknowledging that you are enough. Too often, people tie their sense of worth to their achievements, appearance, or the approval of others. They strive to meet external standards, believing that they must prove their value. But this constant pursuit of validation is exhausting and unsustainable. When you genuinely love yourself, you no longer feel the need to earn your worth. Instead, you understand that your value is inherent, not something that needs to be justified. This understanding allows you to stop seeking happiness in the opinions or actions of others. When you love yourself, you no longer depend on others to make you feel complete. You stop looking for someone to fill a void or mend your insecurities. Instead, you approach relationships from a place of wholeness, which transforms them into something far more meaningful. A person who loves themselves brings strength, authenticity, and balance to their connections with others. They give and receive love freely, not out of need or desperation, but from a genuine desire to share joy and support. Self-love also involves accepting your flaws and imperfections. Society often promotes unrealistic ideals, making it easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism. However, embracing self-love means acknowledging that perfection is an illusion and that you are worthy even with your imperfections. It's about treating yourself with the same grace you'd offer a close friend. Instead of being your harshest critic, become your most supportive ally. Another critical aspect of self-love is setting boundaries. When you truly value yourself, you recognize that your time, energy, and well-being are precious. You learn to say no to things that drain you or conflict with your values, and you make room for activities and people that nourish you. Setting boundaries is not about shutting others out, it's about creating space for what genuinely matters and contributes to your growth. Practicing self-love also involves self-care, taking intentional steps to nurture your physical, mental, and emotional health. This might mean exercising regularly, eating well, getting enough sleep, or seeking help when you need it. It also means pursuing activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether that's exploring a passion, spending time in nature, or simply taking a break when life feels overwhelming. Loving yourself doesn't mean you never make mistakes or feel insecure. It means that when those moments happen, you respond with patience and understanding rather than self-judgment. It means forgiving yourself when you fall short and giving yourself the same compassion you would offer someone else. When you master self-love, you unlock a profound sense of freedom. You are no longer tied to external validation, and you move through life with confidence and peace. You realize that your happiness is not dependent on anyone else because you already carry it within you. Loving yourself is not just the foundation of happiness, it is the foundation of everything. Being alone is often misunderstood. Many people equate solitude with loneliness, seeing it as a state to be avoided at all costs. But solitude and loneliness are fundamentally different. Loneliness is a feeling of emptiness and longing for connection, while solitude is the intentional act of being alone with oneself. Solitude is not a weakness, it is a strength. It is a deliberate choice to pause, reflect, and grow free from external noise and distractions. Embracing solitude allows you to build a deeper relationship with yourself. In a world that constantly demands your attention, taking time to be alone gives you the opportunity to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and desires. It creates space for introspection, helping you to better understand who you are, what you want, and what truly matters to you. This self-awareness is essential for personal growth and fulfillment. In solitude, you learn to enjoy your own company. Many people fear being alone because they feel uncomfortable with silence or their inner thoughts. But learning to sit with yourself without distractions is a powerful skill. It fosters self-reliance and helps you cultivate inner peace. When you enjoy your own company, you no longer feel the need to constantly seek validation or distraction from others. You become comfortable in your skin, and this confidence radiates into every aspect of your life. Solitude also provides an opportunity for creativity and inspiration. Many great ideas and breakthroughs come when the mind is given the freedom to wander without interruption. In moments of quiet, you can access a deeper level of thinking and tap into your creativity. Whether it's through writing, painting, or simply brainstorming, solitude can be a catalyst for innovation and self-expression. Solitude teaches resilience. Life will inevitably bring challenges and difficulties, and while relationships can offer support, there will be times when you need to rely on your inner strength. Learning to be content and secure in solitude prepares you for those moments. It teaches you how to face adversity with courage and independence, knowing that you have the resources within you to navigate life's storms. Solitude helps you establish boundaries and prioritize your energy. When you take time to step back and be alone, you gain clarity about what truly serves you and what does not. This clarity allows you to make better decisions about the people and activities you allow into your life. Solitude is not about shutting others out. It's about creating space to realign with your values and recharge your energy. Choosing solitude is an act of self-care and self-respect. It sends a message to yourself that your inner world is important and worth nurturing. By embracing solitude, you break free from the constant need for external stimulation and validation. You learn to find contentment within, which makes you less dependent on others for your happiness. When you prioritize your purpose, you also gain clarity about your relationships. Instead of forming connections out of a need to fill an emotional void, you attract people who share your values and vision. Purposeful living allows you to approach relationships from a place of strength and wholeness. You no longer seek others to complete you because you are already fulfilled by the life you are building. This shift transforms your relationships into mutually enriching partnerships rather than sources of dependence. Living with purpose requires introspection and self-discovery. It begins with asking yourself important questions. What are my passions? What unique gifts do I have to offer? What impact do I want to make in the world? The answers to these questions will guide you toward your purpose. This process often requires solitude, as clarity emerges when you step back from the distractions and expectations of the world. Pursuing purpose also cultivates resilience. When you are clear about why you do what you do, challenges and setbacks become easier to navigate. Purpose gives you the strength to persevere through difficulties because you understand the bigger picture. You are no longer swayed by temporary frustrations or the opinions of others. Instead, you remain focused on your mission, drawing energy and motivation from within. Aligning with your purpose helps you redefine success. Instead of measuring your worth by external standards such as wealth, status, or popularity, you measure it by the fulfillment you experience and the impact you make. This shift allows you to find happiness and satisfaction in your journey, regardless of external recognition. Purpose over dependence is a mindset that liberates you. It empowers you to live authentically and independently, grounded in what truly matters to you. When you embrace your purpose, you become less influenced by external pressures and more confident in your path. Fulfillment becomes a natural byproduct of the life you are creating, and your happiness becomes unshakable, even in solitude. Inner peace is a vital ingredient for lasting happiness. While the world around you is often chaotic, filled with noise, demands, and constant activity, inner peace offers a sanctuary, a place of calm and stability that no external turbulence can disturb. Cultivating inner peace allows you to anchor yourself in contentment, no matter what circumstances you face. It is about finding joy in the stillness, creating a sense of harmony within yourself that radiates outward. Practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to cultivate inner peace. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment, fully aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. It's about letting go of the past and the future, focusing instead on the here and now. When you are mindful, you create space to breathe, to reflect, and to appreciate the small, often overlooked moments of beauty and joy that exist in everyday life. Inner peace also requires letting go of what you cannot control. Many people struggle with anxiety and stress because they try to manage or predict every outcome in their lives. But the truth is, there will always be factors beyond your control. Peace comes when you learn to accept this reality and focus your energy on the things you can influence: your attitude, your actions, and your perspective. This mindset shift reduces unnecessary worry and creates a sense of freedom. Another critical aspect of inner peace is forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Carrying the weight of resentment, guilt, or regret disrupts your internal harmony and drains your emotional energy. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or forgetting past mistakes. It means releasing the emotional grip they have on you. When you forgive, you free yourself from the chains of bitterness and create space for healing and peace to take root. To cultivate inner peace, it's essential to set aside time for solitude and self-care. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to neglect your own needs. Taking moments to be alone, meditate, or simply breathe deeply allows you to recharge and reconnect with your inner self. Solitude is not a withdrawal from the world, but a chance to center yourself so that you can engage with life more fully and effectively. Gratitude is another powerful tool for fostering inner peace. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude helps you recognize the good in your life even amidst challenges and cultivates a sense of contentment that contributes to lasting peace. Inner peace transforms how you interact with the world. When you carry a sense of calm within you, external situations have less power to disturb you. You respond to conflict with grace, approach challenges with clarity, and experience joy in the simplicity of life. By nurturing inner peace, you create a foundation for happiness that is unshakable, even in the face of life's uncertainties. It becomes your steady guide, allowing you to navigate the complexities of life with strength and serenity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges, adapt to adversity, and grow stronger through life's trials. It is an essential skill, and solitude plays a critical role in its development. Many people fear being alone because they associate it with vulnerability. But solitude is not a weakness, it is an opportunity to cultivate strength. When you spend time alone, you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and build the inner resources necessary to navigate difficulties independently. In solitude, you confront your thoughts, emotions, and fears without distraction. This self-reflection is crucial for resilience. When life throws challenges your way, your ability to process and manage those experiences internally determines how you respond. Solitude teaches you to rely on your inner strength rather than seeking constant reassurance or solutions from others. It forces you to face discomfort and build the mental toughness to endure and grow from it. Solitude also encourages problem solving and self-reliance. When you're alone, you are responsible for finding solutions to your problems. This autonomy fosters confidence in your ability to handle life's uncertainties. You realize that you have the tools within you to address challenges, which reinforces your sense of independence and resilience. Instead of panicking or feeling overwhelmed, you approach difficulties with a calm, focused mindset. Another way solitude builds resilience is by teaching you to regulate your emotions. In the company of others, it's easy to mask or suppress feelings, often distracting yourself from confronting them. However, when you are alone, there is no one to distract you from your emotions. This can be uncomfortable at first, but it is ultimately empowering. Solitude allows you to sit with your emotions, understand their origins, and process them healthily. Over time, this emotional intelligence becomes a key factor in resilience, enabling you to face challenges without being ruled by your feelings. Resilience also grows through self-awareness, which is deepened in solitude. When you take the time to understand your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers, you become better equipped to handle stress and adversity. You recognize patterns in your behavior and thoughts, allowing you to make intentional choices rather than reactive ones. This self-awareness creates a strong foundation for navigating life's difficulties with grace and determination. Solitude provides the mental space to reflect on past challenges and the lessons they have taught you. Reflecting on your experiences helps you recognize your capacity to overcome obstacles and emerge stronger. This awareness builds confidence in your ability to face future difficulties, knowing that you have survived and even thrived through hardships before. Resilience is not about avoiding pain or difficulty, it's about learning to move through it with strength and purpose. Solitude helps you build the inner reserves necessary for this journey. It allows you to connect with your purpose and draw strength from it, even when external circumstances are challenging. It also gives you the freedom to recharge and refocus without external pressures, ensuring that you approach life's challenges from a place of stability and clarity. When you embrace solitude, you equip yourself with the tools to face life's uncertainties. You learn to stand strong not because you are immune to struggle, but because you have built the resilience to weather any storm. Solitude is not isolation, it is preparation. It is the quiet space where resilience is forged, enabling you to face the world with courage, adaptability, and confidence. True confidence arises not from external validation, but from a deep understanding of your value and capabilities. Solitude plays a crucial role in building this kind of confidence because it allows you to disconnect from the noise of the world and focus on yourself. When you spend time alone, you have the opportunity to explore your strengths, confront your insecurities, and establish a sense of self-worth that isn't dependent on the opinions or approval of others. One of the primary ways solitude fosters confidence is by encouraging self-discovery. In the absence of external influences, you are free to explore your passions, talents, and interests without fear of judgment. This process helps you uncover what makes you unique and valuable, reinforcing your belief in your abilities. As you become more in tune with yourself, you gain clarity about your strengths and learn how to leverage them effectively in different areas of your life. Spending time alone also allows you to confront and address your insecurities. Often people avoid solitude because it forces them to face their fears and doubts. However, these moments of discomfort are opportunities for growth. When you take the time to examine your insecurities, you can challenge the negative beliefs that hold you back and replace them with empowering truths. This inner work builds confidence by helping you overcome self-doubt and embrace a more positive self-image. Solitude also encourages self-reliance, which is a cornerstone of confidence. When you rely on others for validation or direction, your sense of self-worth becomes fragile, easily shaken by criticism or rejection. In solitude, you learn to trust your instincts, make decisions independently, and navigate challenges without constant reassurance. This independence fosters a sense of competence and self-assurance that grows stronger with time. Another way solitude enhances confidence is by providing the space for self-reflection and goal setting. When you take the time to evaluate your achievements and set new objectives, you gain a sense of purpose and direction. Each goal you accomplish reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed, creating a positive feedback loop of confidence and achievement. This process is deeply personal, allowing you to define success on your terms rather than relying on external benchmarks. Solitude helps you develop resilience in the face of criticism and rejection. When you are comfortable being alone, you are less affected by the opinions of others. You understand that your worth is not determined by how others perceive you, but by how you perceive yourself. This mindset allows you to handle criticism constructively, using it as an opportunity for growth rather than a blow to your self-esteem. Practicing self-compassion is another crucial aspect of building confidence through solitude. When you spend time alone, you can cultivate a kinder and more supportive relationship with yourself. Instead of dwelling on your mistakes or shortcomings, you learn to see them as part of the human experience and you case them as stepping stones for growth. This self-compassion reinforces your belief in your ability to learn and improve, further boosting your confidence. The confidence you build in solitude is unshakable because it is rooted in self-awareness and self-acceptance. It is not dependent on external circumstances or fleeting achievements, but on a deep internal sense of worth. By embracing solitude, you give yourself the space to grow, to recognize your potential, and to step into the world with a quiet yet powerful confidence that is entirely your own. The ability to form healthy and meaningful relationships starts with the relationship you have with yourself. When you are content and whole in your own company, you are better equipped to connect with others from a place of authenticity and strength. Learning to be happy alone is not about avoiding relationships, but about transforming the way you approach them. It shifts your perspective from seeking fulfillment through others to sharing the fulfillment you've cultivated within yourself. When you are comfortable being alone, you no longer depend on others to complete you or provide your sense of worth. This independence changes the dynamics of your relationships. Instead of forming attachments out of fear, insecurity, or loneliness, you build connections based on mutual respect, shared values, and genuine affection. You are not seeking someone to fill a void. You are inviting others to join you in your journey of growth and happiness. Solitude also helps you identify what you truly value in relationships. When you take the time to reflect on your needs and boundaries, you gain clarity about what is important to you. This self-awareness allows you to be more intentional in choosing the people you allow into your life. You are no longer driven by the need for approval or companionship at any cost. Instead, you prioritize relationships that are aligned with your values, support your growth, and bring joy to your life. Being content alone also enables you to set healthier boundaries. When you are not afraid of solitude, you are less likely to tolerate unhealthy or toxic relationships. You understand that your happiness and well-being do not depend on anyone else, which empowers you to walk away from situations that do not serve you. This boundary setting is not about isolation, but about creating space for relationships that are respectful, supportive, and reciprocal. When you are happy alone, you bring a sense of wholeness to your relationships. You are not seeking others to validate your worth or fix your insecurities. Instead, you enter relationships as a complete person, ready to contribute rather than consume. This wholeness creates a foundation of trust and stability, as your happiness is not contingent on the actions or presence of the other person. This reduces unnecessary pressure and allows both individuals to grow together in a healthy, balanced way. Solitude also fosters emotional intelligence, which is essential for meaningful relationships. When you spend time alone, you learn to understand and manage your emotions. This self-awareness helps you navigate conflicts, communicate effectively, and empathize with others. You approach relationships with greater maturity and compassion, enhancing their quality and depth. Being happy alone allows you to appreciate the value of companionship without being dependent on it. You recognize relationships as a source of joy and connection, not as a necessity for your happiness. This perspective fosters gratitude for the people in your life and allows you to be fully present in your interactions. You cherish the moments you share with others while maintaining the confidence to thrive on your own. By cultivating happiness within yourself, you create a foundation for healthier, more meaningful relationships. You attract people who complement your life rather than define it. Your connections become a reflection of the love, respect, and fulfillment you have already cultivated within. In this way, learning to be happy alone not only transforms your personal growth, but also enhances the relationships you share with others. In the journey of life, learning to be happy alone is not about withdrawing from the world or isolating yourself. It's about finding strength, purpose, and joy within yourself. It is about recognizing that your happiness is not tied to the presence or absence of others, but rooted in your ability to love yourself, embrace solitude, and live with purpose. When you cultivate inner peace, build resilience, and nurture confidence, you become unshakable, a person who thrives independently yet connects deeply with others from a place of strength and authenticity. Happiness is not something you search for in others, it is something you create within. When you master this, your relationships transform, your challenges become opportunities, and your solitude turns into a sanctuary of growth and empowerment. Life becomes a journey of fulfillment, not because of what you receive from others, but because of what you've built within yourself. So learn to cherish your own company, embrace the power of solitude, and invest in becoming the best version of yourself. In doing so, you won't just find happiness, you'll radiate it, inspiring others and enriching every relationship and experience in your life. Happiness starts with you alone, whole and complete.